when he told me about the memory loss, I was like, that is brilliant.
Lights, camera, let's have some fun. It's time for Justin Hill plus one.
This is Justin Hill plus one, and RSVPing into the VIP lounge today is Rebecca Ferguson and the cast of one of my favourite TV shows, Silo, on Apple TV. This season we see Aussie actor Ashley Zuckerman back as a series regular, and you would know him from Succession and Apple Cider Vinegar on Netflix recently. Then somehow the topic moves to creator Graham Yost TikTok dances.
I'm usually doing a dance routine.
So imagine living in a giant, hundreds of stories deep underground bunker because the outside world is completely toxic, or at least that's what the shady government has told us is going on. Well, that's the vibe of Silo, where the last 10,000 people on Earth live under strict history-erasing rules, and anyone who asks too many questions gets booted outside to die. Things get wild when a gritty engineer named Juliette starts poking around after some suspicious deaths, uncovering a massive web of lies, hidden cameras, and corporate cover-ups about what the silo actually is. It's a super tense, slow burn mystery that completely blew the doors off the hinges at the end of season 2, leaving us on a massive cliffhanger as Juliette finally cracks the mystery of the outside world, breaches the perimeter, and discovers she is looking at an endless grid of other silos, completely changing the game. I recently got to catch up with Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Juliette, and the creator of the show, Graham Yost, and Jessica Henwick, who plays Helen, and Aussie actor Ashley Zuckerman, who plays Daniel. We spoke about Juliette's memory loss, the visual similarities between the two different timelines that are happening this season, and yes, Graham's interesting TikTok dances. Check it out. Hey, firstly, I wanted to start and say to both of you, thank you for making one of my favorite shows of all time. It is outstanding. And I mean,
We did it for you and you alone.
I appreciate it a lot, me personally.
What else do you need?
Yeah, just for
We'll
me.
make it.
Graham, I wanted to start with you. And I think as I kind of like went down this amazing, like, rabbit's warren of the origin of the books and Hugh Howey. And I looked at how he was, when he released the books, he encouraged fans to write their own stories and
Yep.
contribute to the world building of this story that he created. Is it kind of a blessing and amazing to go into a project knowing that you have creative freedom and us fans are also on the same page, knowing that you could give us anything in this next season and we will absolutely love it?
It is great creative freedom, and Hugh does support that, and he's gotten a kick out of the whole thing because while we've stayed basically true to the main course, we've done a lot of stuff in between and joining things up and yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, and we've had to tell the story as we felt we had to tell it. And when I say the we, it starts with the writers' room, and then
Mm.
expands to the actors and the directors and all the department heads, and then the people that work for them. So it's been a great team effort. And
And
we're
then
all
the viewers.
and then the viewers. Yeah, I don't read a lot of comments, and I stay off certain forums, but people will tell me things. But it's also,
That's interesting
frankly, it's
because
just too late because
yeah,
by
of
the time we
course.
get
It's
anything
done.
like season 3, season 4 is already in the can. So,
But there is a Reddit thread called in Graham Yost We Trust, and people have commented on there and said they suspect that you are lurking in the comments and have said things to you. So just so you know, that's out there, and they're hoping that you see what they say. Just to leave that little tidbit of information there for
I
you.
did not know that.
Absolutely.
I
Dash it. We should have made people believe there. He might be.
might be. Yeah, no, I'm there all the time. No, you know what? That Hugh engages in that community, in those
Yeah,
communities
he
far
does.
more than because I don't do it at all. But I think
You're mostly on TikTok
it would be
or at least other social platforms.
absolutely. I'm usually doing a dance routine, but I think it would be fun in Graham Yost to do that, to look at that with my wife there. She would just stab me in the throat.
Oh yeah, of
Pick up a
course.
knife.
And that's
That would be it.
I
yeah.
would
Be done.
hold you,
Yeah.
and Connie goes for you.
No.
That's what partners are for, though. That's what mine does as well. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah.
Um, uh, Rebecca, I wanted to look. God, there's so many things I could ask you, but like I feel like Juliet is kind of like a new person this season because she is always 10 steps ahead of everyone else, but she's going in, I guess, a step behind. But you can see that she is fighting with every bit of her being to get that 10 steps ahead. How was that going in and I guess exploring emotions and feelings that maybe she hadn't had in the first two seasons of confusion and not knowing what's going on?
I mean, it's amazing when Graham season two pitched season three, which he does.
Mm.
It's story time, which I call it. We have these
Mhm.
chairs, it's in between setups, and I run back and I go, so anyway, where were we?
Okay.
And it's literally, I get 10 minutes and I have to go back.
Yeah.
And when he told me about the memory loss, I was like, that is brilliant. It's
Mm.
brilliant, and not because it's a simple escapism for the
Yeah.
story. It's brilliant because it mirrors what we see happening 300 years ago with Charlotte, and it's trickles of answers to questions that we have been looking for. And it pauses her for a
Yes.
moment. This capable woman all of a sudden has no idea who she is, but there's something in her DNA that keeps her going. It's like this urge, there's something off. She gets
Yes.
information, she has a narrative, but the narrative just doesn't feel right.
No,
And
and it
then
is
closes
just
it,
so
yeah.
thrilling. And I'm out of time, but I just want to say I love the show and thank you both for all of your work. It's just wonderful. I can't wait for people to see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely talking.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. What are you two being cheeky about before I start talking to you?
Your hair is so shiny.
Oh, thanks.
It's
We're not here to talk
luscious.
about me though. Let's talk about you.
Nice try. It was a battle of pivots.
Damn.
Yeah. Very
So
nice.
close.
Jessica, I wanted to start with you because we've seen you play some roles where you have like physically fought your way out of situations, but very different in this role where Helen uses her intellect and her smarts to like, maneuver her way around. Was that refreshing to jump into a role like that where you could flex that muscle instead of
Well,
your
difficult,
literal
right?
muscles?
Like a lot of research. Like talk about the research you like to try to understand intelligent people.
It was refreshing. It was nice to play someone who was, almost as quick-witted as I am, almost as sharp and funny as I am. Yeah, it's such a pleasure. Yes, you're right. I do often play very physical roles, and she was not physical at all, and that was a relief because I'm lazy right now.
Not true. I've seen your Instagram. You are not lazy at all.
Oh, what am I doing on my Instagram? Gosh.
Oh, all sorts of stuff. But
Oh God.
your stunt work and like all the films that you've
Oh,
been in,
yes,
you're an
yes, okay,
absolute
fair,
kick
fair.
ass.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ashley, firstly, very proud of you. Just on behalf of all Australians,
Thank
it's
you
very
very
nice
much.
to see you.
But also, as an Australian, not a big deal. We're
Not a
just
big
kind of like
deal.
everyone's just doing their best.
That's
It's
so
all
funny because
good.
before the interview started, he was talking about how he's the best thing to come out of Australia since what was it? What did you say? Since
Sliced
who?
bread.
Steve Irwin. Was that what you said? I think that's what he said.
Oh, you're blushing. Oh, goodness me. All right. Well,
Can't handle
my,
that.
my
I've
question
become
for
the
you.
tall poppy. Yes, yes.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Aussies are very cool, but also tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah.
But my question for you was, how does it feel to know that your character is the one that holds the key to this mystery that audiences have been watching for two seasons now, and it's driving us absolutely mad if we've not like read the books and obviously seeing what's coming up in the series? Is it kind of like when anyone asks you about being on this show, are you like very secretive about it? Like, does it drive the fans wild when they are wanting to know what's coming up?
I might be like pathologically mellow about all of that stuff. I think I just find it's going to be a boring answer, but I just find the work hard enough, like trying to imagine like a human being in this situation, that seems like that my entire occupation. Like I thought it was very like cool when I first talked to Graham and he told me what the story was, and I thought that's so great, and I was a fan of the show already, and so I loved that like I get to be a key component of this story. But then as soon as that was done, like I just sort of just started falling in love with actually the story we got to tell in these characters.
Yeah, for sure. And but also too, it's a very different scenario because I guess we already know what the end result is, so your characters are just filling in the gaps for us. Is there anything that you did in your scenes? Because there's a very different look of like when we see Juliet's story versus when we see your character's story. Was there any kind of like theming crossover? Because I'll tell you what I saw is that there's a lot of like hallways that your characters walk down, and I thought that was really reminiscent visually of what we
Yeah,
see in the
that's
silo.
true.
And I wondered if you picked up on any of those subtle similarities at all.
I
There
think
was there was one day where we really consciously talked about it, and there's an episode, a bottle episode, where we're stuck in a car, and our director said, "I want this to feel like you are in a tiny silo. There's nowhere else to go." That's one day that stands out to me.
Yeah, I think we constantly had our rabbit ears for like any of the things that like would echo back into like the previous story that you've heard for like that you've been watching for like 2 years. But I think also it was sort of our mandate to make this storyline feel completely as now as possible. Like this is a world that should feel very different to the oppressive, dark silo world, and even the style of performance. I think it was sort of like it sounds like every show that should be like our task going into every work to try to make it as real and nuanced as possible. But here even more so, like try to imbue it with as much kind of awkwardness and strangeness as 2025, 2026 can be. Like these characters don't know they're in that bigger story.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, I have to go because I've got to go and organize the key to the city that you requested, Ashley. So,
Yeah.
I'll go and do that. But
I don't
it's
think it
been
was a request, by the way. I think
Demand.
yeah, no, I think that was. Thank you.
really
very
great to chat to you. Thank you so much.
much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Bye.
That's it for this episode of Justin Hill Plus One. A big thank you to Rebecca, Graham, Jessica, and Ashley for being my plus ones today. Make sure you check out Silo with the first ep of season 3 dropping on July 3rd on Apple TV with new episodes every Friday. I'll be watching it with you. If you want a front row seat to the biggest names in the business and all that red carpet action that you just will not get anywhere else, get your permanent VIP pass by subscribing and following so you never miss an episode. Drop a review and let me know in the comments who my next plus one should be. And until next time, stay gorgeous and remember, your name is always on the guest list.